how about a little EA UFC part 2 of our review, since we've had it for over a week now?
Yes.
What's your second take on this?
Okay. Well, it's a good question because last week, well, first of all, the viewers on YouTube say it was bullshit. We put a review up for having only played it for a few hours, but the online wasn't working when I was trying it. There was nobody online. So, I mean, I only had so much time with the game. Now I've been playing it almost 2 hours every night. Like, I'm kind of addicted. My thought is I think initially we had said around 80, low 80s would be, you think you agreed, like roughly is the score. And I feel like that's still correct. I feel like there are some problems with the game, definitely, but it's fun. It's very technical. You can spend a lot of time learning all the moves.
I was going to say, is it so technical, like Amir Sadala's technical Muay Thai, as the UFC would tell me?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
You can learn a lot of stuff and be very, very skilled at it. I like the online mode, which I finally had a chance to try. There's like a belt system where it's like a season where you fight 10 fights, and it's fast. There's no lag. Like the THQ game was horrible lag. I remember I don't know if you tried to play online.
No, online.
UFC 3. I mean, there's a lot of lag and glitching and all kinds of shit. This is very smooth. And I do like the career mode. It's fun, man. Like, you build your fighter up. You start to get better and better. I know you have some problems with that at this point, but I like it. I think it's a low 80 score. Great first effort. If you're an MMA fan, there isn't any other game to buy at this point. You should go out and get it. I mean, it's definitely fun. So, what do you think?
I'd give it about 7.5.
Ooh,
that's where I'm at.
Lowered his score.
I've lowered my score as I've played it some more.
Okay.
Well, there's some challenges for me because you can't win a match via leg kicks.
Okay.
I tested this out. I went 15 minutes.
Even though the leg
blow
turns totally
for blow,
red.
yes.
So you can't finish.
Can't win via leg kicks.
That's bullshit.
It is. The other game you could win if you kept hammering it. And I'd like to see you carry damage over to each round, because when a new round starts, it's like you're brand new again.
Well, I find that it shows you as brand new, but if you attack the same part of the body that's damaged, I think it turns red faster. At least I think so. Maybe
I don't know.
I
I didn't see it.
Okay.
And then the other thing, if I got someone in a clinch and I throw 10 strikes, 10 knees to the head, you should have been knocked out on like number 5.
Yes.
Because if you block one, then you have to throw another 10 or 11 to the head. So I'm challenged there.
That is kind of bullshit.
And then sometimes I get spam locked. Like my daughter, I should not lose to a 9-year-old. Hey, I may not be the best gamer, but fuck. She just spam locks me with just, I forgot what she likes to go to the liver. So I teach her, yeah, liver. She's like, go to the liver.
Perfect.
So she's poo, poo, poo. And I'm blocking. I can't do anything. I can't hit anything. There's a point where if someone's just going crazy on the buttons and you can't do anything unless you ask them, hey, can you please just stop striking? I would like to respond. I'd like to retort. You just can't do it.
Okay.
And then the last thing is the heavyweights, they're just unusable.
Why?
They're so slow.
Really?
If you try, actually...
I love Roy Nelson. My favorite.
I'd say the most fun is probably Pettis, if you do Pettis versus Pettis, because there's no stamina issues, and then they both throw banana kicks, like just
Pettis versus Pettis?
Flips and ninja stuff. And one last thing, my last critique. If you're doing guy versus guy, can you at least change the fucking shorts on one of the guys? Make them not the same color as the other guy? Like, can you have red shorts instead of blue, instead of just having to look at the tape? It'd be a little less confusing. And the training, I want to be able to choose what I want to train via, except they just force you into, here's what you're going to do.
Yeah. I didn't realize that at first. So one night I spent like, I don't know, I kept doing the same one. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I've done this 10 times. Something's wrong. Like, I don't understand. Why do I keep doing the same thing? And I realized, oh, you have to do all 3 or 4 sometimes. Yeah. Because if you don't do it, then you can't advance to the fight. So that is kind of gay-ish.
Right. and then the takedowns. Why do I have 100 takedown defense, but I can't stuff a takedown to save my life?
Right.
So I would rather just put the points somewhere else.
And everybody has the same takedowns, it seems.
Yeah.
That is a bummer.
I mean, there is good. For as good as the game looks, I wish they would have taken down how good it looks to make the play a little bit better. But I guess that's the challenge of you're somewhat starting from scratch. Yes, you had the EA MMA, and I don't know what they imported from THQ's version, if anything, but
Doesn't seem like much.
maybe the little right turn on the right stick, where you, instead of just sitting there going,
I hated that.
that was more annoying
Shining
than
on.
this submission system,
Your
which
shine box out.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yes, Tommy.
Much easier.
So I'm still hoping for a patch to get me some of the stuff I wanted. I don't think Pride Mode is ever going to come, but get rid of that fucking stamina drain, because there's times when you just want to fucking bang it out. Stand and bang it out.
Well, you can still stand and bang, but then you can't block.
No, and then you both get to the point where you're like, punch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Punch.
Yep.
And the heavyweights are like slugs, but you said Roy Nelson's
I love Roy
having
Nelson.
lots of
dude.
success
Oh,
with
yeah.
him.
I set people up for that overhand right all
Yeah.
the time online, or the clinch, which you're right, it's kind of silly because I pushed a guy up against the cage and kneed him like 40 times, and he's still standing there, and finally he goes down. But yeah, I like Roy Nelson's overhand because it's sneaky. I did have a problem though, like BJ Penn I fight with, I can't seem to do well. He keeps getting taken down nonstop, and I don't think that's realistic.
No, his takedown defense was always legendary. The guy was doing the splits.
Yes.
And it's neither
Very
here
easy
nor
to
there.
take down. I had an epic war, Diaz versus Carlos Condit, where there was a slugfest. I went 5 rounds on that fucker online, and there was a slugfest, and I think both of those guys have good stamina, so
Yeah.
you're able to like really go at it. It was exciting, and then Joe Rogan's yelling at me.
He sounds like he's gonna have an aneurysm sometimes.
Like it's crazy. He makes you do things. I gotta change. You know, you can change the broadcast style, like the audio style. I think default is like broadcast, and then you can have like in the cage, or so that you hear less of, and you can adjust it. So, because I think sometimes he gets me too excited and I start going crazy. But I should be like more relaxed, you know. So 7.5, huh?
That's where I'm at. 7.5.
I think I'm still in the low 80s, maybe 84, 85, 83. But so do you still think people should go out and buy this game, or should they wait?
That to me is thick. I say wait.
Wait until it's
Unfortunately,
cheaper? Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I mean that's me, but that's my style of game. If you give me the things I was looking for before, I'd probably say buy it now.
Okay.
But that's me.
Good point. That's a good point. I say buy. I say there's nothing else. You want to do some MMA, buy the fucking game. It's not going to be a new one for a while. There's no competing product for a long time. Just get good at it, deal with the problems, and then you'll be better next time. I think the second one will be awesome. I think they'll UFC. Are they going to call it UFC? Yeah, UFC 2, I guess.
Probably.
Maybe. So.
And I think it's part of the learning curve with the new systems too. That it seems when you get the new system, the first wave of games are never going to be as good as they could be, versus you look at it 2 years from now.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh shit, we figure out how everything works.
Yeah, they can optimize it. I'm thinking it's going to look even better as time goes on.